Welcome back to the third video. In this video we're actually going to draw the doors and then we're going to place them on the cabinet. We're going to go across to the door scene, which is what I'm doing at the moment. If you haven't already do so, you can go over to scenes, down to door, click on door, it'll bring you to this viewpoint. Once you've done that, we can get rid of the scenes there. We've got some lines on here that are actually going to give us the different dimensions for the door. The side components are called stiles. There's 1, 2 for each door. Then there's a bottom rail and a top rail. The bottom rail and top rail are different widths, but the stiles are the same. First of all, we're going to draw a stile. And we're going to draw that by drawing a rectangle from this corner down here. So half a rectangle, click in that corner, go up to the opposite corner, anchor it, and we've drawn the shape. Now I'm going to change around the viewpoint using orbit, then push pull to create a solid object 18 millimeters thick. Once I've done that, I'm going to triple click on it, control click, and make it a component. That component's going to be called component door stile. Now before we go any further, we have to create a profile on the inside edge here. That profile is going to have two functions. First of all, it's going to create what appears to be a moulding on the inside holding the panel in place. And secondly, it's going to help us with the joining of the two components together with what we call a coped joint. And that will become very more obvious later on as we do the different components, how that works. First of all, however, we're going to do a profile on this inside edge here that creates a tongue and a routed thing called a reverse ogee. So we're going to divide this up using some guidelines. So T for guideline, and come up from the bottom 4 mils, up from that one 4 mils again. Then we're going to go up 2 more mils. These measurements become obvious why we're doing that later. And then we're going to go in from the edge here. Oh, sorry, one more. 3 mils up. Then we're going to come in 6. And then 12. Right, the first thing we're going to do is create the groove. So the groove's here. It's 4 millimeters thick and 10 millimeters deep. So that's 4, 10, enter. That will go all the way up to the other end. So if I zoom out here, choose the push-pull tool. Go to the other end, click. Groove goes all the way through. Now I'm ready to draw the profile on the side. We're going to start by drawing a line from the top here down along there, 1.5 millimeters. Now 1.5 might sound strange, but when I did the prototype for this, 2 millimeters was too much and 1 was too little, so I've split the difference and made it 1.5. We're now going to draw an arc that goes from the end of there to there, and it'll have a bulge of just 1 millimeter. Then we're going to do the opposite curve at the other end, and see how it turned blue? We're going to click when it turns blue, and that produces the profile that we want. All we've got to do now is push that off. Again, all the way to the other end. Voila, we have a groove and we have a profile. Now we can simply replicate that by copying it across to here. So if I select that now, M for move copy, click, option for a copy, move it to here. Now it's obviously facing the wrong way, so I'm going to flip that. Find the flip command, which is there. Red axis, and I'll reposition it now by moving it from here to there. Done. Right, now that we've got the two styles in place, we're going to do the bottom rail. Now the bottom rail and the top rail are very similar except for one thing. The bottom rail is wider than the top. It has the same joint and everything else, so if we draw the bottom one, copy to the top, and then just change the shape of the top one, it should still work. So this is going to be a bit tricky now because we're going to draw the rectangle for forming the top, not on the base here, but on the components. So we're going to hit rectangle tool. We're going to select this corner here. Now you might notice there's no halo here. I haven't got any of these components in edit mode, which is important. I'm going to click on that corner there. I'm going to go across to this corner here, and you'll notice it's blue. The measurements down the bottom for mine says 59 and 229. The 229 is important. We don't want that one to change. But the 83 needs to be 115, comma, 229, enter. Now that forms a flat surface, push-pull to the bottom, lined up with the bottom. Now you'll notice that this profile appears on the side of this object here. Now, it's not drawn on, it's actually drawn on this component. But we've got an outline here that we can use to trace on this to create the shape for this object. We've also got to put that profile on this top edge here. So we have to redraw that on this edge here. In order to do that, first of all, we're going to turn this into a component. And we're going to call that component bottom rail. And I don't want the other objects in place when I do this. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to click on the little glasses, click on hide rest of model. And when I double click on that, it's gone. Now we've got to remember those dimensions. Tape measure tool from the bottom, we're going to go up 4. 4, 2, 3, and in from the end 6, and 6 again, or actually we'll do it from the end here, goes from here is 12. Alright, so start with the rectangle. On that corner there, click, drag, and it's 4,10. Then there's the little line at the top here, which is down 1.5. An arc from the end of that to here. Too far away at the moment, I need to be closer. Type in a bulge of 1. Zoom out. There we go. Now we just need to push that off to the other end. When we click off, notice that that forms perfect unison between the two, having a profile on the inside. It creates a molding for our panel to sit in. And this is what the end of that profile will look when we cut it out. Now, Sketchup is a little bit fiddly, and if we try to cut the profile of this on the end of it, it will interfere with the way it looks at the thing. So we're not actually going to do that. Just going to leave it the way it is. All right, let's go back to our scene. Scene for doors. Got a bottom rail, we need to make a top rail. So if we click on that and we use move copy, we can move that up the top. But we need to flip it round. So we use the flip tool. We're going to flip it on the green axis. And we're going to cut some of this off. Now we're not going to use the resize tool. If we use the resize tool at this stage, it will change the proportions of the profile. What we're going to do is we're going to put a guideline in here and cut off the excess. In this case, we want this to be 45 millimeters wide. So we're going to double click on it. We're going to zoom in. We're going to put a guideline from this end here. Now, if we've got 115 and we only want 45, we need to take 70 mils off it. So we're going to type in 70. We're going to put a line from one end to the other. And we're going to push that off. We then just have to align that there with there. And voila, we have one door. Ah, made a mistake, didn't I? I forgot I made a component. You'll notice this bit's been cut out. How do we do that? Well, we have to undo that. So that's Command Z, Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. What we need to do before we cut this one, we need to select it and make it unique so that when we cut it, it doesn't edit the other one. So open in edit mode, draw the line. Now when I push that off, that one's modified, but the other one isn't. That's better, isn't it? Click, move, align, back to doors. Ah, that's better. So we've got bottom rail, top rail, side styles. So if we select that, hold the shift key down and select that, that, and that, and then control click, we can make that a component. And we can call that door. And if we do a copy and paste, we can copy that across there and make a second one. But we don't do that here. We're actually going to do that on the cabinet, and we're going to do that in the next video. Thank you for watching.